An elderly black woman sat on her porch, her hands trembling as two police officers approached with guns drawn. She had done nothing wrong, only tending her garden and enjoying the morning sun. The world seemed to pause as they shouted, their eyes cold, their aim steady. Neighbors froze, unsure whether to intervene. In that instant, her life hung by a thread. But little did they know her son, a high-ranking FBI agent, was watching the security footage miles away. What would happen when justice arrived at their doorstep? Watch until the end. Wait a second, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Martha Jenkins had lived in the same quiet neighborhood for over 40 years. A widow, she spent her days tending to her roses, baking pies for local children, and greeting neighbors with a warm smile. Known for her kindness and gentle spirit, she had never imagined her life could be threatened by the very people sworn to protect her. Her son, David, had always been her protector. Now, as a high-ranking FBI agent, he safeguarded not only her but countless others. That morning began like any other, sunlight spilling over the porch, birds singing, and the smell of fresh bread lingering in the air. Martha hummed softly, lost in her routine, unaware that danger had quietly arrived. Across the street, a patrol car slowed, officers stepping out with deliberate confidence. Their eyes scanned the neighborhood, pausing on her. Martha's heart skipped a beat, sensing unease without fully understanding why. The peaceful morning was about to erupt into chaos, and nothing would ever be the same. The officers' footsteps echoed across the pavement as they approached Martha's porch, deliberate and unrelenting. She froze, her hands trembling, palms open in a silent plea. Neighbors watched from behind curtains, phones in hand, fear etched on every face. One officer aimed his gun closer, ignoring her frantic attempts to explain that she was unarmed and harmless. The cold determination in their eyes made it clear this was not about law, it was about control and prejudice. Martha's knees weakened as terror consumed her. She had seen news stories of others in her community, moments like this that ended tragically. Her mind raced. What if she became another headline, another statistic? Far across town, David, monitoring a routine case from his office, froze as he saw his mother on the live feed. The shock sent adrenaline surging through his veins. Within seconds, he mobilized his team, coordinating immediate action. Sirens wailed in the distance, tension crackling through the neighborhood. Each second stretched endlessly, filled with fear, anger, and a sense of urgency. The officers barked commands, their tone sharp and unyielding. Martha's breath caught in her throat. Every instinct screamed for survival, yet she remained rooted, unsure of what to do. David's team was closing in, lights flashing through the streets, authority racing against time. Would they reach her before it was too late? The air was thick with suspense, every heartbeat a countdown to potential disaster. Martha slipped slightly on the porch steps, her fear tangible. The officer, misinterpreting her movement, tightened his grip on the gun. Time seemed to pause. Across the street, David and his FBI team arrived with a storm of authority, lights flashing, radios buzzing. "Step back!" David's commanding voice cut through the chaos. The officers froze, realizing their power had vanished in an instant. Martha collapsed into her son's arms, tears streaming down her face, relief washing over her like a tidal wave. Cameras captured every moment, the fear, the shame, the sudden reversal of power. In that instant, justice met accountability, and the prejudice that had threatened her life was confronted head-on. The neighborhood exhaled collectively, witnessing a rare moment where courage and vigilance overturned injustice. The investigation was swift and decisive. Both officers were suspended, later fired, and faced federal charges for their reckless, racially motivated actions. Martha returned home, forever changed but resilient, while David vowed to continue confronting systemic bias wherever it emerged. The neighborhood, once silent, became a hub of advocates for awareness, justice, and community vigilance. Martha's story was not just her own. It resonated with millions facing racial injustice every day. Her survival and the accountability achieved sparked conversations about safety, fairness, and responsibility. How many lives must tremble in fear before true justice becomes the norm? Martha's experience serves as a poignant reminder. Courage, vigilance, and swift action can transform a potential tragedy into a powerful lesson. Where are you watching from, and how can you contribute to creating a safer world? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments. Take care.